In our recap of American Idol Season 23, we take a deep dive into one of the most entertaining finals in recent memory, which featured a fierce competition between Brianna Nix, Jon Foster, and Jamal Roberts for the title of champion. Fans of American Idol were treated to everything they love about the finals, including huge voices, great moments, and one win that changed their lives forever. The final featured dramatic standout performances, surprise celebrity duets, and a vote total that broke a record. Highlights from the final, including performances and emotional moments. The evening was packed with acts that will live long in the memory. The renditions of Just My Imagination and First Time that Jamal performed were really stunning, and Brianna and Jon also gave performances that were truly remarkable. There were a number of famous cameos that rocked the stage, including Jelly Roll performing a duo with Jamal, Patti LaBelle making a return with a stunning set, and Jessica Simpson making her debut to television. One of the most significant moments occurred when Brianna gave an emotional performance of In Jesus' Name. It was reported that Judge Carrie Underwood was moved to tears off camera, which highlighted the emotional stakes that the finalists were playing and the judges' engagement in the competition. The way in which the final played out. Brianna was eliminated from the competition after her performances in the early rounds, which followed a pattern that was already established. After that, Jamal and Jon, the final two, performed heartfelt solos and unique singles. The evening came to a close with Jamal's rendition of Heal, which was a passionate version that included an original lyric. The victory was ensured when host Ryan Seacrest announced his name as the winner. Where does Jamal go from here? Following the conclusion of the show, Jamal made a comical revelation that his first intention was to get some much-needed sleep. In addition to that, his trip, as well as his popularity, gave tremendous promise for his future in the music industry. Trends and voting milestones. Jamal became the most voted for contestant in the modern era of American Idol, demonstrating the ongoing strength of audience participation to drive the show's relevancy. Season 23 broke records and broken racial barriers, making him only the second African-American male to win the competition. In what ways did Jamal stand out? The genre-defying variety that Jamal possesses sets him distinct. All of the songs, from the soulful Disney interpretation of Beauty and the Beast to the Motown and empathy-laden renditions, were under his control. Lionel Richie, one of the judges, referred to him as divinely guided, and Carrie Underwood lauded his effortless swagger. His performances were bolstered by his personal biography, which was based on elements such as family, faith, and a persistent optimism. The viewers felt a strong connection to his trip because of his dedication to his three young girls and his beginnings in a tiny town. This made his path feel both familiar and inspirational alike. The most important victor, Jamal Roberts. Jamal Roberts, a gym teacher from Meridian, Mississippi, who is 27 years old, emerged triumphant on American Idol Season 23, surpassing the other finalists, Jon Foster, 18, and Brianna Nix. The victory was a wonderful and encouraging moment for the audience. Roberts is the first woman of African descent to win the competition since Ruben Studdard in 2003. He also received the most number of votes, -26 million, since the show was relocated to ABC. Not only did the industry and mainstream media cover his victory, but they also highlighted the fact that his genuine performances and emotional connection with the judges and audience were the deciding factors in his success. American Idol Season 23 came to a close in May 2025 with a finale that had viewers buzzing and crowned Jamal Roberts, a 24-year-old singer-songwriter from Atlanta, Georgia, as the newest contender for the title of Idol. The season was loaded with raw talent, emotional highs, and spectacular performances. The 23rd season of the show, which aired on ABC and marked the beginning of the show's 23rd chapter, was a roller coaster of shocks. It featured a varied collection of participants with a renewed focus on authenticity and storytelling. Jamal's victory, which was celebrated at the Dolby Theatre in Hollywood against the backdrop of a shower of confetti, was a monument to his beautiful voice, compelling stage presence, and a journey that resonated with people all throughout the country. With the beginning of the audition process in the latter half of 2024, Season 23 promised to be something truly remarkable. The judging panel, which consisted of Luke Bryan, Katy Perry, and Lionel Richie, returned with their characteristic mix of positive reinforcement and constructive criticism. They were joined by host Ryan Seacrest, whose consistent presence supported the show and helped it remain grounded. A novel element was introduced during this season, and it was called Storytellers Week. During this week, participants were encouraged to express personal histories through the medium of original compositions or reinterpreted covers. This season's emphasis on vulnerability set the tone for a season that prioritized emotional connection over flashy theatrics, and Jamal Roberts was the person who best embodied the spirit of this season. During Jamal's audition in Savannah, Georgia, the judges were initially drawn to him because of his lifelong passion for music. Jamal had previously worked as a barista. He delivered a performance that prompted Katy Perry to remark, "You're the one to watch." He sang an original song called Shadows of the South, which merged influences from soul, R&B, and country music. His story, which described his upbringing in a close-knit community that was experiencing hardships and how he turned to music as a means of coping with the loss of his mother, struck a chord. Luke Bryan remarked that he has the ability to make every lyric feel like it's your own, while Lionel Richie lauded his old soul voice. As a result of the audition, it became extremely popular on several platforms, with admirers posting video and referring to Jamal as a star in the making. Jamal's versatility was on full display throughout the course of the season, particularly during Hollywood Week and the live shows. In addition to a heartbreaking rendition of Chris Stapleton's Tennessee Whiskey, he performed a wide range of songs, including Stevie Wonder's Isn't She Lovely? He received standing ovations and consistent praise for his performances. Because he was able to imbue each performance with unfiltered feeling, he frequently dedicated songs to his late mother or to his younger brothers, which resulted in him becoming a fan favorite. When Jamal for Idol reached the top 12, social media was buzzing with the idea of him becoming a trending topic because people identified with his genuineness and humility. During the 23rd season, there was a lot of turmoil. The competition was strong, with notable candidates such as Mia Alvarez, a pop powerhouse from Miami who is only 19 years old, and Ethan Cole, a folk singer from Montana who is 27 years old, pushing Jamal to improve his performance. Mia's high-energy performances, which included a show-stopping version of Lady Gaga's Bad Romance, made her a tough competitor, whilst Ethan's introspective originals, such as Mountain Prayer, garnered him a devoted fan base on the other hand. During the top 5, a contentious elimination occurred when fan favorite Lil Nguyen was eliminated despite a faultless rendition of Adele's Someone Like You. This decision ignited arguments with some users yelling robbery and others saying that the competition was too close to call. The storyline of the season was significantly influenced by the judges in a significant way. Katy Perry was very emotional during what she intimated would be her final season. She frequently shed tears during performances that hit close to home. These performances were particularly poignant. Lionel Richie placed an emphasis on storytelling and encouraged candidates to sing from the soul. Luke Bryan, on the other hand, injected lightness to the competition by cracking jokes and providing insightful advice on how to improve stage presence. It was during the mentorship phase that Jamal had the opportunity to collaborate with guest mentor Alicia Keys on his arrangement of her song, If I Ain't Got You. This was a moment that would live long in the memory. As a result of her recommendation that he let the music breathe, his performance was completely transformed, and he received a rare standing ovation from all 3 judges. Another novelty that was included during this season was a new round called Fans' Choice, in which viewers voted for songs that they wanted competitors to perform using the American Idol app. The interpretation of Lean on Me by Bill Withers that Jamal performed, which was selected by the audience, turned out to be a pivotal moment, demonstrating his capacity to connect with audiences on a universal level. Several users on the website expressed their admiration for his performance, with one user noting, "Jamal's voice feels like a hug you didn't know you needed." The round brought attention to the season's emphasis on community by having candidates relate their experiences of overcoming hardship, which ranged from financial difficulties to personal loss. These stories resonated with an audience that was looking for hope after the pandemic. As the conclusion of the competition drew near, the three finalists, Jamal, Mia, and Ethan, gave convincing performances that solidified their position as stars. Both Mia's original song, Break the Sky, which displayed her vocal range, and Ethan's song, Open Road, which captured his gruff and introspective manner, were performed first. In spite of this, Jamal's final performance was the one that truly stole the show. Both a rendition of Shadows of the South and a rendition of Aretha Franklin's Respect were performed by him, and both of them were so successful that they brought the house down. It was described by Katy Perry as a masterclass in soul, and Lionel Richie prophesied that you're not just winning Idol, you're starting a legacy. Jamal was declared the victor by Ryan Seacrest, which caused the Dolby Theatre to explode with excitement. Jamal, who was visibly overcome with emotion, hugged his fellow competitors and thanked his family, who were sitting in the front row and watching the event. Confetti began to fall down. In the midst of tears running down his face, he expressed his gratitude by saying, "This is for my mother, my siblings, and everyone who has ever believed in me." Fans said on social media that Jamal Roberts is our idol and shared footage of his passionate statement, which caused the event to become a trending topic. Not only was Jamal's victory a personal victory, but it also represented a significant achievement for American Idol. Because he was the first black male winner since Caleb Johnson in season 12, his triumph ignited questions about representation in country and R&B, two genres that he melded together in a very seamless manner. His track Rise Up, which was released after he won the award, arrived at #1 on iTunes. It included vocals with a gospel influence and a message of perseverance. Fans of the band referred to it as the anthem we need in 2025, while others praised it as the perfect encapsulation of his journey. Season 23, in addition to the music, was a significant cultural occasion. During a year in which fans were looking for authenticity, the show's emphasis on narrative struck a chord with them. The tournament was made more interesting by the participation of contestants such as Mia, who discussed her experiences as a Cuban American of the first generation, and Ethan, who discussed the challenges he faced with his mental health. Additionally, the season included new production, which included virtual reality aspects that let viewers to step into performances through the Idol app. This strategy was successful in attracting younger viewership during the season. With his success, Jamal has laid the groundwork for a prosperous future. After signing a record deal with Hollywood Records, he has already stated his intentions to release his debut album, and he has hinted at the possibility of working with artists such as Chris Stapleton and Alicia Keys within the album. There is a lot of excitement about his first headlining tour, which is scheduled to begin in 2026. Fans are excitedly sharing updates about ticket availability. Jamal is currently taking the time to savor the present moment by spending time with his family in Atlanta and giving back to his community by conducting music workshops for young people in neighboring communities. American Idol Season 23 was a celebration of talent, heart, and tenacity, and the crowning of Jamal Roberts as the winner was the ideal conclusion to the season. He went from being a barista with a goal to becoming an Idol champion, and his path encapsulated the heart of the show's ongoing appeal, which is that it depicts ordinary people accomplishing incredible things. According to a post made by a fan on the website, Jamal didn't just win Idol, he won ourselves. The fact that Jamal Roberts is ready to leave an indelible impression on music, demonstrating that season 23 was just the beginning, is a testament to the wonderful voice and remarkable tale that he possesses.